Under the light of the full moon, three terrifying tales. For centuries, the full moon has been a symbol of mystery and transformation. Some say it reveals what lurks in the shadows. Others claim it awakens the monsters within. Tonight, we share three chilling tales of what happens when the moon shines its brightest. Stay close, and whatever you do, don't look away. In a quiet town nestled in a valley, the full moon was a time for celebration, a monthly festival filled with music, food, and laughter. But for Lisa, the night of the full moon meant something entirely different. You see, Lisa lived at the edge of the woods, and every month, she heard footsteps outside her window, slow, deliberate, and far too heavy to belong to any animal. Lisa's friends dismissed her fears as paranoia. Just the trees playing tricks on you, they said. But Lisa knew better. One full moon, determined to uncover the truth, she stayed up with a camera. The clock struck midnight. The forest was alive with strange sounds, branches snapping, low growls, and whispers. Then she saw it, a figure, tall with unnaturally long limbs and glowing eyes, emerged from the tree line. It moved with an eerie grace, stopping just feet from her window. She snapped a photo, the flash illuminating the creature. It recoiled, letting out an inhuman shriek before disappearing into the woods. The next day, Lisa developed the photo. What she saw wasn't just a creature. It was wearing her missing neighbor's jacket. The police searched the woods but found nothing. Lisa moved away, leaving the photo behind. Years later, the new homeowners claimed to hear footsteps outside their window every full moon, and they too moved away. On a remote farm surrounded by endless fields of corn, the harvest moon was a time of hard work and celebration. For Emma and her brothers, it was also a time of caution. Their grandfather had always warned them, never stay in the fields after dark on a full moon. The harvest spirits don't take kindly to trespassers. One year, the harvest was late, and Emma's older brother insisted they finish. Just a few more rows, he said. But as the moon climbed higher, the air grew cold, and the corn seemed to whisper. Emma's youngest brother vanished first. They heard his scream and found his flashlight spinning on the ground. Panic set in as they ran, but the rows of corn seemed endless. Shadows danced between the stalks, and a low guttural chanting filled the air. Then, Emma saw them, figures made of straw and corn husks, their hollow eyes glowing like embers. One by one, her brothers were taken, their cries swallowed by the night. Emma finally broke free of the fields, collapsing on the farmhouse porch. She looked back, only to see the figures standing at the edge of the field, staring at her, as if warning her not to return. Emma was found the next morning, clutching a single stalk of corn with blood-red kernels. The farm was abandoned, and the fields were left to rot. To this day, travelers claim to hear whispers in the corn and see glowing eyes under the harvest moon. Driving alone on a desolate highway under a full moon, Claire was eager to get home. The road stretched endlessly, lined by thick woods, and her only company was the occasional flicker of her headlights on distant road signs. Then she saw him, a man standing by the roadside, his face obscured by shadow. He raised his thumb for a ride. Claire debated for a moment but decided to stop. "Where are you headed?" she asked. He didn't answer. Instead, he climbed in, his face still hidden by the moonlight. The man was silent for most of the drive, only occasionally giving vague directions. But Claire couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. His clothes were tattered, and his hands were dirty. as if he'd been digging. Finally, she broke the silence. "So, what brings you out here?" He smiled, revealing teeth too sharp to be human. "Just looking for someone to keep me company," he said. Panicked, Claire slammed on the brakes. The stranger's grin widened as he lunged for her, but she managed to scramble out of the car. Claire ran into the woods, the sound of the stranger's laughter echoing behind her. She eventually found a police station, but when they returned to her car, it was empty. The only clue was a single bloody handprint on the driver's seat. To this day, locals warn travelers not to stop on that stretch of road, especially under a full moon. The full moon reveals what hides in the darkness, but some truths are too horrifying to face. So the next time you find yourself bathed in its eerie glow, remember these stories and tread carefully, for under the full moon, you're never truly alone. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows. If you enjoyed these tales, be sure to like this video and share it with fellow lovers of the eerie and unexplained. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss another chilling story. Have a favorite moonlit legend or a terrifying tale of your own? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching the skies.